What is up, beautiful family? Hope you guys are having a great Monday, great start to your week. I know we've been gone for maybe about a week and a half, but I'm back and I'm better. And I'm ready to put you guys on that sauce. Do truly apologize, though, for bouncing on y'all. I was very busy with sales and coaching and whatnot. I have something huge coming up for you guys. So you guys better be so excited for that. You guys better be ready to go. Okay, today, why not hit it with a bang and talk about where and how to find quality women, high value girls? Because we don't like being shrimps around here. We don't like being the guys that go for the last lowest of the lows. We don't be doing that. Not around here, partner. Disclaimer, I do not have a girlfriend. I do not really talk to girls. I don't follow girls. So take this advice as you want. This is what has worked for me in the past. So when you want to find high quality women, number one, you have to understand that you have to improve yourself first. No high quality girl is going to go for some dude that's some bum. And if they do, they're a little cuckoo in the head, okay? Because if I was a girl, I wouldn't want some dude just freeloading off of me. That's insane. That's crazy. So I would say to drastically improve yourself. Don't even be focused on girls until you have the life that you want. That's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm focused on my money, focused on my goals, focused on getting my body right. I'm locked in. I'm dialed in. Getting your diet right, right? It's extremely simple. And a lot of guys don't understand this, that, oh, well, all of these girls are sluts. Okay, let me tell you guys something. You attract what you are, right? So if you are a little slut, you're probably not going to get what you want, right? You're probably going to have to run through a whole bunch of chicks to find the one, whatever you want to call it. And in that time that you are wasting time trying to chase these girls and trying to find these girls, you're not doing anything for yourself other than self-sabotage, because you should be focused on you and your growth. I truly believe that if you don't have your own crib and if you don't have your own car and if you're not able to, take care of yourself, you shouldn't be actively looking for girls. That's why I don't actively look for girls, because I'm not where I want to be yet, right? So it's really simple. You, like I said, you attract what you are, or you attract what you are. So these girls that you are claiming that are sluts, that are nasty, that are on the bottom of the feeder, that's your fault. That is nobody else's fault but yours, okay? And you truly have to understand that these girls aren't going to go for bottom feeders either. And if they do, like I said, crazy, little bit, right? So you have to improve yourself. That's number one. That's all things that comes first. You got to get your relationship with God right. You have to get your business right. You have to get your articulation right, your communication, you being able to be smart and intelligent. Get all that shit right before you're looking for girls. It'll help you a lot. Because nowadays it is kind of hard to find a girl that doesn't just want a finished product. So might as well just be a finished product for yourself. Screw the girls, right? Just do it for yourself. Because why not? Just lock in on you and figure out what you have to do as a man, okay? Find your purpose, find your vision, and find somebody who equally matches that vision and has, a similar vision for what you want to do with your life. Because if not, it's going to be extremely hard, and that usually relationships like that don't last when you guys don't have the same vision and the same outcomes of life, right? If she wants, I don't know, if she wants to be a little SLUT and you don't want to do that, that's not matching a vision, right? If you want to be a millionaire, you have to find some girl that wants the same thing, that wants the same ambition, that has the same ambition as you. Because it is really hard to be a high performer with a low performer. I can tell you from firsthand experience, you are going to burn yourself out with this female. Girls can be a significant add-on to your life, but if you find the wrong investment, I can tell you from any single experience that I had, it ended badly, right? It didn't go the way I wanted to, because I burnt myself out. She was always crying about how I didn't give her time because I was focused on me, focused on my goals. And Yeah, you have to find a girl that's understanding. And what do I mean by this, right? So I'm a hard worker. You have to find a girl that understands that you are going to put your goals and everything first. Because if not, I would say stay away from that completely. In term, it's just going to be a waste of time. And you are going to sit here for the rest of your life crying about girls. And usually, like I said, it's not the girl's fault that she's she's a 304, as they call them. It's usually your fault because you're low value and you have nothing to provide for this chick. And I mean, I've even seen it too, where girls, go out and cheat on some guy that's high level, but at that point, it's not that big of a deal, okay? Because those high level guys can get anything they want. Very simple, okay? So you have to understand that it could be your biggest investment or it could be your biggest liability, biggest asset or biggest liability. Swear. If you have the wrong girl, your life is going to be a complete hellhole. And I can tell you right now that is not the way to go. It's not. You have to find a high value chick. And usually it kind of sucks because all the high value girls are usually taken, which good for them, good for that relationship, whatever. But you have to be focused on yourself. You have to be focused on what you have to do as a man, because if not, how are you going to take care of somebody else if you can't take care of yourself? That doesn't make any sense, okay? So now I'm going to kind of get into where you guys can find these individuals. So number one is clear, the gym. But you have got to make sure that, I do this a lot, and it sounds crazy. It sounds like stalker crazy stuff, right? But it works. I'm telling you right now. If this chick is posting or like posting gym selfies and posting pump pics, do not do that. Do not do that. Do not do that. Because 99% of the time, they're looking for validation. They are looking for somebody to validate them on their IG story, on TikTok, or whatever you want to call it. So I would say stay away from those girls that, are kind of dressing a little bit promiscuous, sports bras, short ass shorts. I'd say stay away from that because that's usually not a high value girl, because in turn, she's not confident in herself. So she needs to dress a certain way to show off. And I understand, okay? I'm not sitting here being a misogynist. I dress the same way, right? I wear tight clothes. I wear beaters, but it's not different. I'm not going to sit here and say it's different, but I don't go for girls that I wouldn't like them posting, right? So like if I see a girl in public and she's wearing promiscuous stuff, I've gotten to a point where I don't even say anything anymore. I used to be like, damn, she's bad. But I know in myself that if I were to get some girl like that, I wouldn't like her doing that stuff. I wouldn't like her going out and dressing like that and doing all this crazy shit, okay? So you have to understand that most of the time, the gym girls are there for attention. Most of the time. There could be a rare few that aren't. There could be a rare few that don't do that stuff. But I don't know. I'm yet to see it. Yet to find it. But yeah, any girl that's sitting here posting in general. For me, and this is, like I said, this is my advice. This is my advice to myself. If you guys want to take this, go for it. If not, I don't really give a shit, okay? But I've noticed that even the girls that are posting like dinners or sports cars or whatever the case may be, they're not high value. They may look high value, but they're looking for validation. They're posting on Instagram so they can show their friends how great their life is and how happy they are. I guarantee you 95% of people on social media that are posting consistently are not happy. They don't know they're doing it, but they're trying to make you feel like shit about yourself. Okay? So stay away from girls that have, a super active Instagram or TikTok, whatever. I would say stay away from them because from my experience, those are the worst ones. Those are the worst ones that they don't really talk to a lot of people inside or in person, but on the internet, it's completely different. So stay away from those people. Please do not make the same mistakes that I did. Okay. Now, grocery stores. And let me go back to the gym thing. I would say go to a pretty expensive gym, $100 a month, $80 a month, whatever. Because if you get that, there's gonna be girls that are making money, right? Unless sugar daddies and all that shit. But we're not talking about that, right? You want to go to a higher class gym where these girls are actually working. Because learn from me. I used to be at a gym that was $10 a month, and most of those chicks were unemployed and didn't have shit going for themselves. So it doesn't work out, doesn't do anything, or they work like some tropical smoothie job. I don't know, right? Good for them. They have a job, cool. But you have to. I would say lean towards expensive because that's where the high value girls are going to be. And if they're not married, don't go for married girls. Please don't. If they have a boyfriend or a relationship, stay away from them. And now, grocery stores. Grocery stores, grocery stores, grocery stores. So I've seen it so many times of go to Target, go to Whole Foods, go to Sprouts. There is some good looking girls there. But you never know if they're married or whatever. I'm not going to go out of my way and talk to them. If they want to talk to me, they can. If not, I don't really care. I'm not going to waste my time doing stuff like that. But the grocery store is a great place to find high value girls. Just because it's, and a grocery store, I'm saying like Whole Foods, Sprouts, Target. I don't know if there's any other like luxury ones, but those are the ones in my city. So those ones are great to find individuals that are locked in, especially if you look at their shopping cart and they have ground beef, rice, eggs. You gotta lock them in, cuzzo. Anyway, there's a lot of places, man. Like the library, for example. I went to Barnes and Noble to go buy some books. I didn't go to just look at girls. Calm down. I went to go buy books. And, there was good-looking girls there. They were reading, they were studying, they were doing the things that they had to do, which is amazing. I love to see that, right? That's something that I love. But let me phrase this real quick. Me personally, I don't go after college girls. Like if they're in college, I'd stay away from that. I don't. I don't want to do any of that stuff. I don't want to be worried about somebody else, doing a deed with my girl. Absolutely not. So I stay away from college girls. I stay away from girls that have a lot of guys around them, as in work environment. So, like for example, if they work, I don't know. Let's say she's a cop. I don't know. There's going to be a ton of guys in that work environment that are guys, so they're going to be horny and trying to sleep with her actively, right? So I try to stay away from them. My standards are very high. And it kind of sucks because there's not a lot of people that can fill those standards. But I don't mind being by myself for a while. It doesn't really matter, okay? I would say stay away from dating apps as well. I don't really think there's any high-value girls on dating apps. I'm so sorry to say that. If you're on a dating app, figure that out. But I truly don't think there's any high-value girls on dating apps. And yeah, nah. Because at that point, they're actively looking for a hookup or a relationship. You don't want that. You want to stay away from that. Also, you want to stay away from club/rave/concert girls. If they go to concerts, bars, clubs, raves, stay the fuck away from those girls. It's not that hard, bro. Just stay away from those girls that are out every weekend, that are doing shit every weekend, because most of the time they're looking for validation. And I know they say, "Oh, well, we just go out to just dance in our tight dresses." That's a lie that I will never believe again. So, I mean, yeah, maybe some girls might just go out to have fun. I don't know. Who knows, right? But if the right guy came around, what do you think would happen? Exactly. Okay. So you got to go outside, right? And I have a big issue with this going outside because I just don't really like communicating with people because I talk to people all day long. doesn't really tickle my pickle anymore. But I would say go for walks, bro. Dead ass, like, but it has to be in good places, either a park or a good neighborhood or whatever. Just go for a walk, bro. Go outside. Go touch some grass. And if she's going for a walk, I have seen it so many times of like on Instagram and stuff, me struggling to handle my business 10K steps, which is so attractive. It's insane, right? Because she's locked in, right? She's extremely locked in. But you have to understand that just getting outside in general, like, and I don't mean going outside as in bars, clubs, parties. Stay away from that shit. Stay away from that shit, especially the gym too. I would say stay away from the gym as well. Like, it's really slim. If you go to a place, for example, I went to a veterinary, I think that's how you say it, office. There were some good looking girls there, right? There were some pretty attractive girls, but I know to stay away from nurses because think about it. If she's an RN or something, if she works at a nursing office, think of how many guys are trying to riz her up on the daily basis. There's firefighters, there's cops, there's FBI agents. RN nurses, stay away from them. Nurses in general, I'm good. Right? We don't want to do that, okay? And also, I would say volunteering, okay? Whether it be like homeless shelters or whatever. I've done it one time and this was insane, right? It was actually a really good turnout. And obviously I'm there to help people. Like, I'm not sitting there looking at a whole bunch of girls, but I'm telling you that was a pretty good place if you want to talk to girls. Now, I don't even know what number we're on, but church. If you see a girl at church consistently every single day, or not every Sunday, she's probably a good person. But you never know though. You don't you never know nowadays. It's kind of sad. But I don't. I'm gonna say this: if you're going to meet a girl at church, don't do anything dumb. Like, don't try anything. You know what I mean? Don't just stay away from the hookup and all that crazy stuff. Okay. So that is really. Oh, also, if you want to keep them too, like I said, you have to always be evolving. Even if you get the girl, you have to be evolving all the time. You can't sit here and be stagnant now that you got the girl. That doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. So if you want to, keep them around, you have to keep on working, bro. You have to keep going to the gym. You have to keep your diet right. You have to keep your money right. You have to keep on improving yourself. You have to still keep up with the knowledge, everything, man. It's really easy to keep them. You have to know how to communicate as well. And communication is key. You have to know your attachment styles as well. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it, man. But if you understand who you are as a person, you're self-aware of who you are. Of if you're anxious attachment or anxious detachment, whatever. I don't know. There's a whole bunch. I think there's four or five. I'm not really sure, but you have to find and have self-awareness. Emotional intelligence is extremely important to keeping a high value girl and getting a high value girl. Most girls that I've met that are pretty good status, they probably wouldn't like a crash out. And every girl that I've seen that so this is gonna sound really messed up, but I had went to somebody's house, I don't know, 2 weeks ago. And the guy that lives there, he's a crash out. Like, disgusting. I'm not gonna say names, I'm not gonna do any of that, but he's a crash out. And his girl has nothing going for her, right? Like, she has no backup plan, no nothing. And obviously, this guy is crashing out, beating up on her. Not my place, not my story, whatever. But I just want to tell you guys that most of these girls that do like crash outs have nothing else going for themselves. Like, they can't afford their own house, or they don't have a dad, or they were abused as kids, so that's what they're used to. you have to find like past as well. You have to dig past traumas, past everything. And I know people say don't do that. Do it. And do it early. Don't do it in 6 months in. Do it maybe 2-3 weeks in. Because if you get all of these red flags out early and you find all the red flags out early, you'll be able to move on faster. You'll be able to leave faster instead of sitting here for 8 months, 9 months, a year, and you barely finding out the red flags of like, dang, this chick might be crazy. Because learn from me, man. I didn't ask questions. I just went along with it. I was thinking with my second head, man, and that's not the way. So those are my things on how to find quality girls that aren't just going to sit here and mess with you, okay? There's a lot of things that you have to look out for, bro. Like if she's, for example, if she's at the gym and she's talking to a whole bunch of guys, or a whole bunch of guys are coming up to her, it doesn't matter how old they are. It doesn't matter who they are. If she's entertaining those conversations, she's for the streets. She is. I don't really want my girl to be doing any of that shit. I sounds like super controlling, but I just have standards. I have standards for myself, and I respect myself enough to walk away from something like that. And also, if the girl is doing things like that, walk away. Just pack your bags and leave. If she's entertaining conversations with other guys, walk away. If she has guy friends, walk away. Okay? Because there's just so much that could go wrong with her having a guy friend. You guys fall through, who is she going to go to? She's going to go tell the guys, oh my God, you were right about him. Okay? So, I mean, honestly, bro, I just choose to be by myself. It's a lot easier like that, so you really don't have to focus on, like, someone cheating on you or whatever. It's a lot easier to be by yourself. I'm telling you right now. But while you're by yourself, improve yourself. There's a book. It's called The Attachment Styles. Read that. Read The Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. There's a whole bunch of stuff that you could read, man, that will drastically improve who you are as a person quickly. So those are my little tips for you guys, for my boys out there, for the dudes, Stay away from low quality girls because our future is our biggest investment. And if you invest wrongly, that's on you, cuzzo. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Hope you guys get after it today. Lock in. And like I said, we have big things coming. Big ol' opportunities coming for you guys. So hope you guys are excited. But hope you guys have a great day. Nathan Brooks is out. Boom.